The visibility in our late game will be very low as the rain is coming down heavy here in Houston. The 4-2 defenders of DC travel to TDECU Stadium to take on the 6-0 Roughnecks in a battle for the first place teams. Safely securing the football will be a tough task as the weather will surely become a factor in tonight's games. The leaders at the helm of each team have had great seasons so far, and this game should be a heavyweight boxing match feel. Cardell Jones won the Jones versus Jones battle last week and will look to lead his defender offense into battle once again. PJ Walker has been on a tear the entire year and will look for his star receivers, Phillips and Holly, while Chambers' run support will ease the pressure off of Walker. Can the defenders avoid a three-way tie with the win, or will the Roughnecks keep on rolling? DC Defenders, Houston Roughnecks, this is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. The Roughnecks have won the toss and has elected to receive this time around. This should be one hell of a game. I hope you guys have brought your popcorn. You guys have your soda, your beer, your favorite set of chicken wings. I mean, I'm going to have a tough time seeing who is who on this field. I'm going to have to just go off of my program with the depth chart because my visibility in the booth is very low. On that return, I believe, was Curtis Walker. He brings it out to the 28, so far a good return. But as you can see on the screen here, this is the first time since the Last Life Gaming Network has taken over broadcast responsibilities that we've had heavy rain. It is a 70-degree day in Houston. As PJ Walker takes a sack on the first play of the game. It is a 70-degree day, but they have scattered thunderstorms in their forecast. So here we are in the pouring rain. They've got buckets of water pouring from the sky. Mother Nature is crying, whatever other analogy you would like to think of. It is happening right now. So I believe Roman Chambers is going to have to be a key feature. But as you see here, PJ's rolling out to his right. He finds a receiver. It's Cam Phillips. Surprise, surprise, for his first catch of the day. A 5-yard gain. 3rd and 11 for Houston at the 27. I love the on-field cameras that we here at the Last Life Gaming Network use because we're able to get great shots of them on the field, while even though our broadcast shot has a bit of a haze to it. Phillips is back. He's looking for a man. He's got Cam Phillips at the 50. He's heading downfield. There's only one man that can catch him, and he does from behind. And Houston is down at the DC 27. Tough break for the defenders. They played 2 good downs of defense, but PJ Walker and Cam Phillips, that connection has been the connection of the league. They are hands down the top duo in this league. I mean, if you see PJ Walker slinging the ball, more than likely it is going to Cam Phillips. And what a play right there with 8:30 to go in the game. They are knocking on the door. They're in I formation from what I can see. It looks like a receiver at the bottom of the screen. It looks like Nick Holly. I'm having trouble again seeing. It's tough. I think that goes out to the fullback. He is tackled, wrestled down for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. It did go to the fullback. That is Joe Darsh. Bear with me, guys. The visibility is very low. I'm going to try and do my best to bring you solid broadcasting for this game. We are in what looks like a shotgun set. They've got both running backs flanked to the sides of the quarterback. Back goes Walker. He is looking. He rolls to the side, finds the fullback again. It looks like Darsh. He gets mollywopped by the DC defender. I like the fact that I can just call him the defender because they are the defenders.
You don't want it.
Merrill Bruce is out there talking smack. I mean, when you hit a guy like that,
the whole 10 yards in front of us here. Piece of cake, man.
When you have a hit like that, you can talk all the smack you want, especially in the pouring rain. You see that water fly everywhere. It's got an Any Given Sunday look. My young viewers, if you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say Any Given Sunday, please go back, take the time out to watch that film. That's one of probably the greatest football films ever. PJ Walker's back to pass. He is hit as he's thrown. Attempted toss to what looks like Kari Redmond. Incomplete pass. Waswa Edmonds. Great defense by that safety, I believe. Yep. Oh, he is the third string corner, so he's the nickelback on that one. Great defense there to make the stop. Houston's going to have to settle for 3. Not a bad drive to start off the game. Listen, when you start off the game with a score, you are doing something right. So good job on the first drive for the Houston Roughnecks, but they need to make this kick to make it happen. I've seen guys slip in the rain. The rain is not kind to kickers. There's the kick, and he just slipped right there. That is a missed field goal. I swear. Wow. I jinxed him. Guys. I'm sorry. I jinxed him. I didn't mean. Look, he's on his back. Wow. Somebody get that man some better cleats. He's got to be able to plant his foot into the rain. It is pouring out there, guys. And just like I said in the pre-show hype build, whatever you want to call it, I'm just chuckling at the fact that he slipped and fell. I feel like I'm watching grade school kids or something. It's a possibility that the rain could be a big factor. Guys will be slipping, guys will be falling, catching the ball will be tough. Cardell Jones is back to pass. He's got a man wide open. I will tell you who it is as soon as I can see some numbers. It's most likely Barry Jenkins. Yes, that is Barry Jenkins. There's my replay booth. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Barry Jenkins, who hits a post route in the zone, finds a sweet spot, advances the ball past the 50-yard line. DC is in Houston territory. Now, this is a game between the 2 first-place teams in the league. Houston sits at 4-2. I'm sorry. Houston sits at 6-0. DC sits at 4-2. There's the handoff, and he is stopped in the backfield. They're back to the 50-yard line. The Houston defense, I believe that was Beniquez Brown. It was. He winded up stifling Tyler Pittman in the backfield. Great defense by the Roughnecks. Now, what I was saying, this is a big game. DC needs this win to avoid the 3-way tie between the Battlehawks and the Guardians, who both sit at 4-3. If they win, they'll be at 5-3. I will cut back to that after this play. They're in a shotgun set. Cardell sees something he likes, so he is calling an audible. Shotgun split back set. There's the snap. He drops back. He's looking, finds a man across the middle. It is caught. Decent gain. Goes out to Willie Washington. Beniquez Brown on the stop once again. He is all over the place to start this game. 3rd and 6 for the defenders at the Roughnecks 43. Now, if the Roughnecks win this game, they will be 7-0. They will clinch a playoff spot. I believe they've clinched with the Renegades losing, being 2-5. They cannot get any better than 5 wins. So the Roughnecks have clinched a playoff spot thanks to the Dallas Renegades, but they want to keep their undefeated streak going. I mean, if you can be the first team in this rendition of the NFL in the first season to go undefeated, that'll be huge going into the playoffs. Everybody sees the Roughnecks as the favorites. The Roughnecks are the guys that should be winning the championship, but we play the game for a reason. This is why you play football games, because anything can happen on any given Saturday and any given Sunday. 4th and 6, nowhere to go for the defenders, and they're putting this ball away. Did he catch it? It's hard for me. He got it, and he got hit down at the 14. This is going to be a tough one to call, guys. I am not going to lie to you. I can barely see these numbers in the booth. I have a depth chart of both teams in front of me. So when I do see numbers, I will call it out. I might be a little late, but so bear with me, guys. Shotgun set for PJ Walker. He's got Darsh and Chambers flanked to the sides of him. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Looks like Cam Phillips is at the bottom of your screen, but it's hard for me to tell. There's the snap. The ball is thrown. It is caught. 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 for them. There was Phillips. Phillips is at the top of your screen. You see what I'm saying there? You see what I mean? I thought he was at the bottom. He wound up being at the top. That might have been Nick Holly. I'm not sure, guys. Like I said, bear with me. But this should be a good one. These are the top 2 teams in the league as far as records. DC really needs this game, and I know they know that because they don't want to have to go into a dogfight with the other 2 teams in their division. Houston just wants to stay alive with their undefeated streak. Here's a handoff to Chambers. Chambers picks up some good yardage. He shakes off a guy. 2 men have to take him down. He is down at the 31-yard line. The Houston fans are up. And despite the rain, we have a packed house here at TDECU Stadium. It is a rain game to say the least. The thunderstorms are out. We haven't heard any thunder yet. If we do, we'll have to stop the game and postpone because safety regulations. You can't have large crowds with the threat of thunder, especially in outdoor arenas. There's the handoff. Oh, actually, it was a toss. It looked like it was a fake handoff to the fullback. Toss to Chambers. This time, Chambers is stopped back for 2 yards at his own 29, 2nd and 12. And we are just under the 5-minute mark in the first quarter.
All right, big play. Let's do it again.
Oh, yeah, I hope they come at us the same way.
All right. 2nd and 11 from your left, 29-yard.
The Houston Roughnecks sit in the I formation. This might be a run play again. It's got Cam Phillips to the top of your screen. Defenders look ready. They shift over to the right. There's the snap. P.J. Walker standing tall, finds a man in the middle, but it is nearly intercepted. That guy's got to come down with it. Again, it's going to be tough for these receivers to catch the ball. The Roughnecks are not changing their game plan up. The Roughnecks want to pass the rock. They have Chambers in the backfield. Chambers has had a great season for them so far. And
Okay, people, gun! Straight 50 AZ cross. Break!
I mean, you can see P.J. Walker's jersey is soaked already. These guys are out there soaked. You can see the water knocking off of their helmets. It's a tough game to play out there. We just had a low-scoring game to start off Sunday. It was 12-9 in favor of the Guardians. This might be another low-scoring game with these top two teams going at it. There's the pass. It is complete across the middle of the field. I think that's Nick Holley. I'm having a tough time seeing it again. It looks like Nick Holley. Great throw by Walker. It was Nick Holley. Wow, these guys, despite the rain, they are playing pretty well. This is the way the Roughnecks play. They sit back, they sling the ball, they get the ball to Chambers after a few good successful pass plays. They pass the ball to set up the run, which is, a little unorthodox. But hey, when you're 6-0, what works, works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here we go. They are at midfield. 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks. Let's see what P.J. Walker can do here. There's the snap. Oh, P.J. Walker falls. He slips, and it's a sack. Folks, that is the second time.
It's nothing, man. I just didn't feel like throwing.
Great attitude from P.J. It looks like P.J. was going to either hand the ball off or try a play action.
There's possibility here, fellas. Hands up.
And just like that, he's already forgot about it. He's on to the next play, but we'll talk about it. He slipped, tried to hand the ball off. Tough break for the Roughnecks, but here's P.J. looking again. He slings the ball, finds what looks like Cam Phillips for a good amount of yards. Looks like a gain of 15. It was Cam Phillips. He's already starting off to having a good game, and he just made it a 3rd and short as opposed to a 3rd and long. P.J. Walker has so much poise in that pocket, and it's crazy because he's able to run out of the pocket and make plays on the run. So the fact that he can stand tall. Oh, there goes the lightning, folks. You saw it. You saw it there. There's a little bit of lightning, but that's not going to stop us yet. Until the referees tell us we need to get off the field and there might be a postponement, that's when we'll worry about it. But as of right now, we are good. Offset I formation. The 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. There's the snap. It's a short drop back. He finds Nick Holley on the out route. Holley tries to turn upfield, and Holley slips and falls down at the 37-yard line. He is touched. 1st and 10 nonetheless. Man, I knew the weather was going to be somewhat of a factor, but with all of this rain, wow, it is showing already. I mean, these guys are having trouble keeping their footing. We saw a kicker slip and fall on his butt. And for a missed field goal, there's the handoff to Chambers. Chambers is tackled in the backfield. I'm trying to see the number of who hit him. That looks like it was, let's see. Oh, thank you, Truck. Rich Killian, the safety. He was up at the line of scrimmage, evades the blocker to get right to Roman Chambers. Great play by Killian to stop the ball there. Chambers has not been able to spring loose, but don't fret, Houston fans.
Baby. Great tackle.
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling good now.
Don't fret, Houston fans. You guys have been playing good football so far. What's funny is slinging the ball has not been that tough for you guys in this pouring rain. So here they go. They've got 4 wide receivers out there with a single back. PJ's under center. There's a snap. Delayed handoff. That's a tough call. They tried to delay handoff there, but he is corralled right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 13 for the Roughnecks. They haven't had trouble converting 3rd and longs. Let's see if they can do it again here.
3rd and 12 from the Desperado, 40 yards.
Walker in the gun. He is looking. He runs right out of time. Tries to fade a guy. Man, the DC defenders came to play, man. It is 4th and 21. It'll be another punt for the Roughnecks. Now that missed field goal is starting to show that it was definitely needed. They would be taking a 3-0 lead going into the second quarter, but it looks like we'll go into this first quarter with a scoreless score. But nonetheless, we have Bowman back to kick the punt. He gets a good kickoff. He had his footing. He pins him deep. Can the Roughnecks get to it? I can't even see the ball. The ball is placed down, looks like right at the goal line. They tried to get to it. I'm sure the Roughnecks couldn't see the ball either. He tried to down it right before the goal line, but it wasn't possible. 1st and 10 at the defender's 20-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bravo33. I haven't even introduced myself for this game. If you are joining us after the Guardians and Dragons game, you must be excited to see this one in the pouring rain. That game was a defensive battle. Almost intercepted off the hands of the defender's fullback, Tyrone Carpenter. Oh, that is not Tyrone Carpenter. I'm sorry. That is the tight end, Brian Johnston. They both wear 44. Sorry, again, pouring rain, guys. But the Guardians took a 12-9 win. It was a great game, great defensive battle. Both teams came to show out on defense. There was a late interception in that game. Please go back and watch that. The replay is on the network. Go back and watch it. It was a great game to call. The Guardians got that win, which was key here because they are 4-3 now. And the Battlehawks are also 4-3 after getting blown out by the LA Wildcats. So this game is very important for DC. DC wants to avoid being 4-3 and having a tiebreaker situation with 3 weeks left in the regular season.
This is the call. 150, Z-drag run. Let's do it. Great.
3rd and long. Cardell Jones calls a pass play. He's got bunch formation at the bottom of your screen. Probably going to be looking for Barry. Single back formation in the backfield. There's the snap. He gets rid of it quickly. Where is the Houston defender? That was a pitch and catch. Was that Willie Washington on that side? I believe that was Willie Washington. Willie Washington on the grab. How was he that wide open? Cardell capitalized on it immediately. Great toss. It was pretty much a pitch and catch. He was wrapped up and brought down by Mike Blair. I think there had to be some kind of communication issue with the defense. There was no corner in sight. Blair is the safety, but at the end of the first quarter, the defenders and the Roughnecks are tied at 0. Should have been a 3-0 game, but the kicker slipped and fell on his butt, and we have a missed field goal at that point. Didn't even get near the goalpost. And here we are into the second. This is the game we were expecting. The DC defenders are looking to get into Houston territory. Cardell Jones is in the gun. He's got a single back to the right of him, flanked. There's the snap. It's a good snap. It's a delay handoff. Pittman tries to power forward to get a few yards, but he only picks up 1. 2nd and 9 at the DC 43-yard line. What a game this has been so far. The first quarter was pretty entertaining. I mean, as if you didn't get to catch the first quarter, the weather has played a big factor in this game. The DC defenders are in a shotgun set once again. They seem to be comfortable here. Cardell is slinging the pill across the middle, complete to his man for a first down. Raymond Berry on the catch. Was that? It could be Ebenezer Conrad. I'm not too sure. They both wear 82. That looks like the tight end there, so I'm going to say it's Ebenezer Conrad. Great grab. First down for the DC defenders. They are moving this ball down the field. Both teams are not having trouble throwing the football. So these guys have had great hands. Top-notch gloves provided for the XFL, it seems like here. It's 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. There's the snap. The wideout makes a good grab. He shakes off a man before he is pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It looks like Raymond Berry on the reception. Good catch. 2nd and 1 for the defenders. I believe you can just hand this ball off to Pittman, and this would be an easy first down. Those defenders, offensive linemen, need to get a push here. They need to corral on Beniquez Brown. They need to get upfield, maybe to Colin Figueroa, so they can push them back and get this first down. Let's see what they do here. Offset I, close formation. There's the handoff to Pittman. Pittman is met in the backfield. 3rd and 3. What looked like was going to be an easy second down to get into the first down and well into Houston territory. Turns into a 3rd and 3, 3rd and short. DC still has a chance here to get an easy first down, but do not sleep on the Roughnecks. They are 6-0 for a reason. Cardell is back in the shotgun set, what he's comfortable with. This is what he ran out in Ohio State. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. No tight ends. There's the snap. It is a toss play to Pittman. Pittman is smacked. Beniquez. Is that Beniquez Brown? I can't tell. No, sir. That is Merrill Bruce. He absolutely gave a whole lot of shoulder love to Pittman there, and we are at 4th and 6. 2 great stops by the Roughnecks defense. That is why they're undefeated, and the DC is back to punt once again. Can DC pin Houston deep, just like Houston pinned them deep? There's the punt. Oh, it's looking like it will be, and no, it bounces into the end zone. Again, I think just like Houston, DC could not see where that ball went, and it's a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks. I'm wondering if we're going to see a score at all here. It's a 0-0 game. Like I said, the first game of the week, first game of this day, we had field goals. So we have yet to see a touchdown today. Who is going to get the first touchdown on this XFL Sunday? PJ Walker is in the gun. He's got 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. There's the snap. He is looking. He finds a man across the middle of the field. Cam Phillips, his 5th catch for 95 yards. He got absolutely obliterated after he caught that ball. That man's not afraid to go across the middle. He's got his weight room badge. He is lifting, clanging and banging. If he's going to be able to take a hit from the 2 safeties, great job by Phillips to keep that ball in his hands. I mean, it's pouring out there. To make a catch like that in tough coverage, tight coverage, take a hit and hold on to it to get the first down. That's why that man is the top receiver in the league. There's the snap. Phillips is hit as he's thrown. That ball goes wayward. 2nd and 10. Great defense by the defenders there.
Second and 10 from your rush, 39 yards.
It is 2nd and 10 for PJ Walker and company. Both of these teams are not afraid to throw this ball. They're back in the shotgun set. It could be a run here, but my guess is they're going to keep slinging this ball. That's what's working. I was wrong. It was a delayed handoff on the draw play. DC was ready for it. 3rd and 11. Houston's got to get this 3rd down if they want some momentum and to try and get some points before the half is over. We are steadily approaching the halfway point of the 2nd quarter. That we are almost at halftime. We have 0 points on the board. Houston's got to step up here in this drive. They're at the 38-yard line. PJ is back in the gun. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. There's the snap. He tried. Oh, man, nearly picked off. From what I saw, it seems like he was rolling to his right, and he got hit as he was trying to get rid of it. And the DC linebacker, Jody Ramirez, if he had the hands to do it, maybe his gloves are a little slippery. I know I was just singing the gloves' praises just a second ago. It slipped out of his hands. That could have been bad for Houston. This is the potential championship game here, folks. I want you to know that you might be watching the championship game right here in Week 7 football. These are the 2 top teams in the league at this moment. Houston punts the ball away. They are calling a fair catch. They want no parts of trying to return this ball. Smart move by Edmonds. You don't want to lose the ball at a good field position for the other team if you were to fumble it. Good job. Secured the catch. 1st and 10 for the DC defenders at their own 29-yard line. With 6 minutes and 31 seconds to go, Cardell Jones is under center with a offset I formation. There's the snap. It is handed off to Pittman, and the run D, which is weird. Usually in the pouring rain, running the ball is successful. but not in the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Networks, folks. The DC Defenders have not been able to run the ball. Neither has the Houston Roughnecks. Passing the ball seems to work, and here they go in the gun. Like I said, where Cardell is comfortable. He ran a spread formation. Most colleges run the spread formation. He did it a lot at Ohio State. He steps to his right. He's got a man, but he throws it way left, out of bounds. Looks like he was aiming for the coaching staff there. 3rd and 12 for the DC Defenders. No one said this game was going to be easy. Even without the pouring rain, this game was going to be tough. Both of these teams are playing their best football. DC recently defeated Dallas, while Houston absolutely took care of New York. And here they are in primetime. There's the snap. It was low, but he corrals it. The throw is to nobody as the Houston Roughnecks smack that ball away. Attended for Antoine Albright. Great defense there. 4th and 12. It looks like the defenders will be punting this ball away again. There is the snap. Good catch. Good kick. Got some yardage on it. Houston's going to try. I don't know why he tried. They're going to try to catch it and go forward, but he probably got about 2 yards. Nonetheless, good field position to start for Houston. 1st and 10 at the 33, and out comes a soaked P.J. Walker with his soaked offense. I wonder if they got, it doesn't look like they've got any raincoats out there for those guys.
We're going win. Double weak straight. Stay sharp. Break.
1st and 10 from your left.
Let's see what PJ can do here. I believe he is under center. He's got single back with 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Looks like Holly is at the top of your screen. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Roman Chambers. Chambers pushes forward. Not a bad run. 5-yard gain. I think it's his best run of the game, the day so far. He looks a little happy about it. Can you blame him? It's been a tough go-around for him this game. 2nd and 5 for the Roughnecks. We have a scoreless game so far. Not a boring scoreless game where both of these offenses can't do anything, but a scoreless game in the wake of that. It is 2 good teams going head-to-head, going blow for blow. Handoff back to Chambers, and the DC defense, wow. Just straight up pushed their way right into Roman Chambers. 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. PJ is approaching the... Oh, he's not heading to there. He's in the gun set. He's empty. He's got 3 receivers to the top of your screen. If you can see that. There's the snap. He is looking. I'm sure he did a jump pass, and oh my God! What is PJ thinking there? It was intended for Cam Phillips, but I don't know if he lost his footing. And wow, that was very un-PJ-like. Usually PJ is standing tall, even in his small stature. He is 5'11". He's usually standing tall and making precise throws. That throw was way off. Like I said, you have to factor in the rain. It's just a tough turn of events. Hey, it's raining out in Houston. What do you want, you know? There's the snap to the punter. He catches it. It was a little to his left, but he caught it, punts it away. DC's got a few blockers, but they decided to block it at nobody. Edmonds goes nowhere. We are playing field position football now. Who is going to strike first? Out comes Cardell Jones.
Great coverage, guys.
Cardell Jones, you got to make something happen here. Make your DC fans proud of you. This Houston defense has been playing well, but you've been able to move the ball some. So let's see what we can do. Offset I formation, 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Cardell Jones is under center. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Pittman. Pittman gets met right at the line. He tries to muscle his way forward, but they mark him down at the 34-yard line. No gain. None of that is happening here. Beniquez Brown on the stop. 2nd and 10. Looks like almost the same formation, but it is a straight I instead of an offset. Could be another run here. He looks like he switched the play up. There's the snap. It goes back to Pittman on the counter. He's got a little bit of room, but I believe he just went the wrong way. Beniquez Brown has his number. Maybe he was more worried about him. But if he just stayed the course, he had some blocks. I could have ran through that, and I'm a former offensive lineman.
Trey 50 clear drag. All out here. Break.
Called the Trey 50 clear drag that should have a trips formation on one side. As you see the three receivers go to the top of your screen. Trey 50 clear drag. I believe the man on the bottom of your screen is going to be running the drag route, as the three guys will be running deep routes. That's where he's going to want to go. There is the snap. He's looking for the out route, and he drops the ball. Oh, man. That is a tough one. That is a tough one. Out comes the punter, Tony Law. Just when you think that was a great play call. Great job by the offensive coordinator, the coaching staff of the DC Defenders to make a great play call, because they had him on the out route, but he couldn't stay on his feet. He dropped the ball. 4th and 9, and here's the punter to punt the ball away back to Houston. There's the snap. The punt is up. Are they going to call fair catch? They're going to try and take this one out. It is caught. He gets about a gain of 5 or 6. Not a bad return there. In the XFL, hell, that's a great return. Darrell Green, good job returning the ball. And out comes P.J. Walker once again. PJ's got to step up here with Cam and Holly and Chambers. They've Corey Mustard, another one. They've got to come out. They have to make sure they get some points here, because some points here will come up big. They decided to receive to start the game and got no points out of it. Phillips is wide open. Phillips is going to run away from them all. He is heading downfield. He is tackled from behind. 1st and 10 at the DC 26-yard line with 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Wow. How did Cam Phillips get that space? The corner decided to play a little inside leverage. You cannot do that against the best receiver in the league. That out route that should have been for 5 went for 40. Look at his sideline getting hyped. He's rallying behind him. They are lucky that Cam didn't break away at all. Mike Little with the stop.
All that time you're giving me, I can put on a clinic. We'll give you all the time you need, man.
1st and 10 at the DC 26. And Houston is in prime position to get a score here. We have a fumble. DC picks it up. Wow. Oh my God. What looked like it was going to be a great scoring drive for Houston. Oh, tough break. Chambers takes the handoff. He is absolutely cracked. That was great defense. Great defense. And the Defenders' defensive line picks it up. We have 1st and 10, right where DC started near in their last drive at the 29-yard line. Cardell has another chance to get some points. 2.5 minutes, 3 timeouts. Plenty of time to make it happen. Let's see what the Defenders can do on this drive. Offset eye, 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Cardell drops back. He steps up, looks for a man. He's got a man, but he's going the wrong way. He is going the wrong way. Barry Jenkins, you've got to turn around, cut it upfield, make a move. It looked like he was worried about getting hit without seeing it. He kind of braced himself. A first down turns into an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2. Can DC get a playoff before this 2-minute warning? It's ticking. They're taking their sweet time. 2 seconds left. They won't. 2-minute warning. It's a 0-0 game, folks. Guys, XFL fans, last lifers, this game has had tons of action. Both teams are struggling to get into the end zone. They're not only playing each other, but they are playing the weather. Nonetheless, 2nd and 2 for Cardell and company. Offset eye, it looks like they're going to try and run this in, and Houston's ready for it. They're going to try and run it for a first down. Could be primed for a play-action pass. It is a draw play. None of that is happening here. Another stop by the Roughnecks. Great defense. 3rd and 3. Cardell, listen, if I'm your coach, I'm gonna do the radio again. Cardell, you gotta get in the gun, you gotta throw this ball, you gotta sling it. But obviously they're not listening to me. I formation, 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. Cardell's got some options. They run a toss play with Pittman. I didn't think that was going to work. Nobody's been able to run the ball all day today in the XFL. 2 running backs for New York and Seattle, I think, amassed a total of 30 yards between the both of them. And the same thing is happening again in this game. It's insane because we saw guys like Devion Smith run amok, guys like Matt Jones run amok. But today, that's not happening for neither of the four squads that played today. And it's showing again between DC and Houston. PJ Walker will have under a minute to go, but he has all 3 of his timeouts at his disposal. They are milking the clock to make sure Houston has as little time as possible to get a score. Smart move by the special teams coach. There's the punt. It is up. It is caught, and he is wrestled down at the 30-yard line. Again, I can barely see when the Roughnecks have the ball. They got dark numbers. It looks like it was Darrell Green. Darrell Green, great job of just holding on to the ball before you got hit by 2 guys. 1st and 10 at the Houston 30-yard line with 45 seconds to go. All they need is one big play. I'm looking at Cam Phillips, who I believe is at the bottom of your screen there. It is going to be easy for them to make something happen. Cam can catch the cornerback slipping. It looks like he's out on an island. The safety moves over to help. He steps up. He looks at Cam. Cam's wide open. He makes the catch. Down to the DC 32-yard line. Cam has over 100 yards today in the first half alone. He is going off. He is the main source of offense for the Roughnecks.
How about we push him back here? Yeah, no field goal.
When they give PJ enough time, he's going to find Cam. Cam seems to always get loose. Now look at the distance between corner and Cam. If I'm PJ, switch him up, call a hot route, have him hit an out route with ease. But he's looking. This time he looks right. It looks like that's Holly. Does he get out of bounds? He does. Clock stopped at the 33-second mark. 2nd and 3 at DC's 25. This is the drive that Houston needed right before the half because DC gets the ball back in the second half. Scoring here will be huge. They've had some opportunities. They missed a field goal. There was a fumble on one of their drives, and some of their drives have just floundered out. 2nd and 3. Can PJ make it happen here? We've got 4 wide. There's the snap. He's in an empty set. He looks across the middle. To his left. Man, that was a gutsy throw, but it was caught by Cam. Forward progression gives him the first down. 28 seconds to go. Houston has 1 timeout left. They're doing great with clock management. They're doing fantastic. They had all 3 at their disposal. They've used 2. They have 1 left. It's first down. They can at least leave with a field goal if they take care of the ball and their kicker can plant his foot properly and not fall back on his butt. I don't know. That's just humoring me that I saw that happen while I was just talking about it. Offset I formation, 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Looks like Holly is at the top. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. There's a snap. He takes a short route. Cam Phillips is wide open. Wow. They made it look easy. I mean, that might have been what he called a hot route to Cam Phillips. Touchdown, Roughnecks. Cam Phillips, great job there. He just takes his time. Fade route. Easy peasy. Touchdown, Roughnecks. This Houston crowd is on their feet, and rightfully so. They've waited all week. They waited all week to see their Houston Roughnecks play, and they've waited up until about 30 seconds left in the second quarter before they saw their first touchdown of the day.
This is nothing. When we get the lead, let's get back out there and crack some heads.
Cardell is confident that he'll get some points. He might have to wait until the first half is over. He might have to wait till the second half. That's what I'm trying to say. He might have to wait until the second half in order to make that happen. But hey, and once again, somebody's got to get that man cleats. Seriously. He falls on his butt once again. That means DC gets the ball at the 39. That kick, listen, man. That kicker must be out there in sneakers, some flat tops, maybe some Converses, some Nike Air Force Ones. I'm not sure, but somebody get him some new cleats, man. Give him some lineman cleats, because those guys' cleats are big. They've got to dig into the ground to get in those trenches. Jesus, If he falls once again, forget it. Offset I formation. Cardell is switching up the play. Houston seems ready for it. There's the snap. Cardell takes a tumble. Oh man, this is tough. This is tough for DC. This is tough for everybody today. Playing in this hard weather, it's getting tough. They try to hand the ball off to Pittman. That's going to close out the half. We're looking at 3rd and 20. That'll be it for DC. What looks like it could have been a good chance for them to make something happen turns into Cardell falling down as well. That is the half, folks. DC is trailing the Roughnecks 7-0. It has been an action-packed game. Check it out on the highlights.
Over bees, baby.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 7-0 game. As you saw, it is not a boring game to watch. It is just a tough game for both teams. It is pouring out in Houston. It is a 70-degree day, but it is pouring out in Houston. And this kicker, especially the Roughnecks kicker, he's had a tough time. I mean, look where he's got to kick it. It's mucky. It's muddy. He hasn't been able to plant his feet and been able to drive the ball downfield. That is the first time that he's been able to do that today. He gets it all the way down to the end zone of the defenders, and that looks like Willie Washington. Yep, that was Willie Washington. Brings it out to the 20-yard line. So finally, the Roughnecks have looked good on special teams, especially their kicker. Great job on that kick there to just stay on your feet. But that touchdown on the fade route to Cam Phillips was a big play to get 6 before the halftime break. And as you see, Cardell and company are coming out 5 wide. They had 4 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Cardell has had a tough time today making accurate throws. It could be the weather. It could be a factor of things. Maybe timing's off because these guys are having trouble digging their feet into the turf. But unfortunately, they're going to have to shape up, because if not, they're going to wind up losing this ball game. And this is a key win. This is a key game for them. They need to win this game in order to stay at 5-2 and remain in first place in the East. If you are just joining us, my name is Bravo33 of the Last Life Gaming Network. This is the XFL. We are continuing the season. We are not going to let coronavirus cancel the XFL season on us. This is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. You are watching the DC Defenders in white take on the Houston Roughnecks in what looks like red, but it's turning to maroon with all the weather. It is pouring rain in Houston, Texas. They got a little bit of thunderstorms. We saw lightning earlier in the game, but they have not stopped the game or postponed it yet. DC is back. Cardell throws it deep. It is nearly picked off. Man, Cardell has been pretty inaccurate. It's very uncharacteristic of him to be this inaccurate. And I'm going to blame the weather. He's out there barehanded, just like PJ Walker is. I'm not sure if his hands, he's having trouble holding on to the football, making accurate throws. That ball's got to be slick out there. But nonetheless, here comes the punt team. 4th and 6 with the defenders. The Roughnecks will be getting the ball. It was a return attempt by Green, which went nowhere. 1st and 10 at Houston's 46. This is great field position for Houston. If Camp can get loose again, or Holly can get loose again, this might be another touchdown opportunity for the Roughnecks. Let's see what happens here.
1st and 10 from your left, 46 yards.
There's the snap. It's a delayed handoff to Chambers. He's got a lot of room. Biggest gain of the day so far for Chambers. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Inside of DC's territory.
Second and 1 from the Desperado, 46 yards.
There's the snap. It goes back to Chambers. He gets skinny twice. Makes a lot. Hey, somebody got into Chambers' ear at halftime. Clearly. I don't know if they got a little motivation at halftime to get in Chambers' ear and say, hey, man, we need you this second half. This offensive line is executing well. I mean, great block there on the corner, on the defensive back. Chambers picks up a 1st down. That is the first 1st down picked up by the running back today, by probably any running back today. The way the first game went, those running backs were going nowhere. Pittman's gone nowhere for DC, but Chambers seems to be the stalwart in the running game today. PJ steps up. He decides to scramble. He picks up a 1st down. Ooh. He takes a big hit, but he's up on his feet. He's hyped. 1st down for the Roughnecks. They're doing it through the ground this time. So, although the pass was working, they have not shied away from running the football.
Everybody ready? It's gonna be gun, split spread, weak draw. All out here. Break.
1st and 10 from the Desperado, 26 yards.
Chambers gets the ball again. Hey, listen, it continues to work for the Roughnecks. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's plain and simple. Great run by Chambers, gain of 8. They are inside of DC's territory.
Don't buy that play action fake.
2nd and 2 for Houston. We got 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Single back set. There is the handoff to Chambers, who picks up another 1st down. Roman has been the catalyst of this drive. Kudos to him to finally to be able to step up and make some great plays with his feet. I mean, PJ's barely had to throw the ball here in this drive, and it's a good look for them. They got a 3 and out from DC, so they've been in control of this game. They are in the driver's seat. They are in the red zone. Shotgun set. 2 backs flank to him. He drops back. Oh, looks to go middle. Nearly intercepted. It was a good attempt at finding Cam Phillips in the end zone. From what I saw, it looks like it was nearly intercepted by one of the defenders' D-backs. I think it was James Hakeem. Great defense. 2nd and 10. DC's got to get a stop here. The way their offense has been playing, haven't been playing well. If they can get a turnover here, that will be ideal, because if Houston scores again, it'll be a tall task for Cardell Jones and company. Chambers gets the handoff, and he is bodied in the backfield. 3rd and 13. Woo. Tough break. He's had a great drive so far, though. Let's not discredit him for that. It just, DC has had enough, I guess.
There ain't no chance they're gonna get this. Too many yards.
Denied, denied, denied.
They've got to watch what they say there. They got PJ Walker and Cam Phillips on that other side of the ball. They are one of the best tandems in this league. You might watch your mouth. You might want to bite your tongue there. Trips formation at the bottom of your screen. Got a running back flanked to his right. PJ Walker is in the gun. Looks like Phillips at the top of your screen. He doesn't look his way. It is nearly picked off again. PJ's got to calm down. I mean, we've been covering these games the last 2 weeks, and this week PJ is looking like he has like a sense of urgency or something. I know he had to get rid of the ball quick, but he had some time. He could have eluded the defender and made a way better throw than that. His guys weren't even ready. I mean, Killian had his hands on it. I think if it wasn't raining, Killian would have been running the other way with the football. There's a shot of Mustard, the tight. Oh, sorry, that was Redmond. I'm sorry. I thought it was another. They were going to go for it, but they're kicking the field goal here. Smart move by the Roughnecks. Just take 3. Hopefully they can get 3 on this one. Roughnecks kicker, stay on your feet. There's the snap. There's the hold. The kick is up. He stayed on his feet. The kick is good. 35-yard attempt. Great job by the kicker. 10-0 lead for the Roughnecks, and like that, it is not looking good for the defenders. They're going to need a score on this drive. Cardell has been throwing some wayward passes, some errant throws, and if he has another drive like that again, Houston is going to strike again when they get the ball back. So, Cardell, rest of the DC offense, you've got to get a score here. Even if it's 3, even if it's just 3, you make it a one-possession game, and it'll be probably satisfactory. The DC fans won't hate you for it. They receive the ball at the 1-yard line. Bring it out. There's a fumble. Who's got it? It looks like DC still has the ball. Wow. Wow. Willie Washington, I mean, like I said, this rain has not let up since the start of the game. It has been one hell of a game. The weather, again, is the second opponent for each team. DC's playing Houston. Houston's playing DC, but both teams are playing the weather as it has become a big factor in this game. Cardell has slipped, PJ slipped, the kicker slipped. We have a penalty there. It came in late. What happened there? Let's listen to the ref.
Pass interference, number 25. Defense. The ball is placed.
Pass interference on the Roughnecks. First down. Tough break for the Roughnecks. Good break for the defenders. I mean, wow. What a turn of events there. It turns into a 2nd and long into a 1st and 10. They've moved up to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for Cardell. Let's see what he can do here. There's the snap. It is a handoff to Pittman. Pittman jukes left. He breaks a... it looks like he was about to break the tackle, but he powers forward, gets a gain of 9. That is Pittman's biggest gain of the game so far. It looks like maybe the defenders are going to try and run this football as well. He shimmied away from one of his blockers. It looked like his fullback Carpenter or the tight end Johnston. They both wear 44. Bear with me here, guys. Hard to tell in the rain who's who.
Play action!
43-yard.
That's a good call. Good IQ by the safety of the Roughnecks, Blair. No play action there. They try to run the ball with Pittman. Pittman's men in the backfield. 3rd and 5 for DC. Cardell, you're going to have to do it with your arm, buddy. Let's see what you can do here. Great stop by Griffin.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Hell yeah, brother.
3rd and 5 from Desperado, 39 yards.
Shotgun set for Cardell. Roughnecks looks like they're going to bring pressure. It's a delayed handoff to Pittman. Pittman gets a few yards, but not enough. Gain of 3. I'm not calling that play if I am a member of the DC coaching staff. You needed to get to the 1st down. Throw this football. You were doing a good job in the 1st quarter. Had some tough breaks. You can't abandon your throwing. You can't. It's impossible in this modern day game of football. There's the punt nonetheless. Tough breaker. Calling a fair catch. Smart move by the Roughnecks kick returner. Great job.
26 yards.
1st and 10 at the Houston 26. Can PJ and company pick up another set of first downs to get into the defender's end zone. We shall see. I mean, they've been moving the ball so far. Cam has not been a feature. He is at the bottom of your screen. They've been going with Roman this half. Great adjustment to just keep DC on their toes. There's the snap. He throws the ball to Cam right on cue. First down for the Roughnecks. Easy pitch and catch on the slant play there. Nice and easy. First down for the Roughnecks. They are now moving the football.
First and 10. All in. 41-yard line.
PJ drops back in the gun set. He is looking deep downfield. Ooh, that was double coverage. I know he was looking for Cam Phillips once again, but that was a risky throw. I'm sure he had another man open, but him and Cam have had a great connection all season. You can't blame him for that choice there. 2nd and 10 for Houston at their own 40-yard line. We are just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the third quarter. Houston is in sole control of this game. They are in the driver's seat. 10-0 ball game. If they score here, it's going to be a tall task for DC to try and come back and win this game. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Chambers. Chambers powers forward with 2 guys draped on his back. 4-yard gain, 3rd and 6. That makes it a 3rd and manageable down. Manageable yardage. I'm sorry. That makes it a manageable down. Your playbook's wide open here. You can do play action. You can run the football here if Chambers gets loose. You can easily look for Holly on a slant or Cam Phillips downfield. They give the ball to Chambers. Chambers is met right at the line. He is stopped. He's got 32 yards, which was more yardage than both of the Seattle Dragons and New York Guardians running game completely. Nonetheless, 4th and 6. Houston's going to be punting this ball away. Let's see if they can pin the defenders deep. Let's see if first of all, let's see if the punter can stay on his feet here and not slip and fall like his fellow kicker. If he can pin him deep, and the Roughnecks will try and down the ball deep into their own territory. The punt is up. It's a high one. The defenders catch it, but he goes nowhere as he gets nothing but shoulder. Great kick coverage by the Roughnecks.
Way to stay in your gaps, everybody.
First and 10. From the Desperado, 17-yard line.
DC defenders come out in an I form, close formation with only one receiver at the bottom of your screen. There's the handoff. Something was wrong there. I think the running back, tough execution there. Maybe the lineman had trouble with his footing, but Merrill Bruce comes up with the stop. It looks like the lineman was not able to get out there. It was a power O run play, which has the pulling guard on the strong side come out to meet a linebacker to spring him loose as the fullback takes up on the next level. But it didn't work that time. 2nd and 12 at the DC 15-yard line. Single back set. Cardell drops back. It's a deep drop, but he sees a man out near the sideline. Tough break for the defenders. Barry Jenkins wasn't able to get a little toe drag swag popping. His swag was all the way gone out of that toe drag. 3rd and 12, another 3rd and long for DC. It is not looking good as we are approaching for the 4th quarter. There's another drop back for Cardell, and Cardell nearly gets that ball picked off on a tip drill. Good defense by the Roughnecks. 4th and 12, and now you have to say, if DC does not put up some points in the next couple drives, this one is over. Houston is in control. They can win this probably by the score of 10-0. As XFL fans and last lifers alike, we don't want to see a 10-0 game after we just watched the 12-9 game. But this is all. It seems like this is all the points that Houston needs to pick up a win here. There's the punt. It's another high one for them. They receive it at midfield, and just like that, Houston is in DC's territory. With a minute 40 to go, they might be able to pick up points before this quarter's over.
go, guys. Double strong, tall. Stay sharp. Break.
First and 10.
PJ's out with 3 wide. He's got a single back in the backfield. It's a toss play to Chambers. Chambers is not able to get back to his line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12. Tough break. Chambers is getting there. I like the fact that the Roughnecks have not shied away of giving Chambers the ball and giving him opportunities to pick up major yardage.
Let's make sure we keep him out of field goal range here.
The defenders, as well as every team so far today, have done a great job of stopping the run. Saturday had some great running games by a few running backs, but today has not been good for the running backs today. With this pouring rain, it's not helping at all. PJ rolls out to his right, throws on the run with looks like Chambers. Chambers, I'm assuming it's Chambers. I cannot see with this haze. It was actually to the fullback Joe Darsh. 3rd and 6, gain of 4, which was solid as he was running to the opposite of his throwing arm. Throws across his body, a completion of 4.
You be right out there. You hear me?
Great job by the Roughnecks to get some yardage there. Makes it a 3rd down that's manageable. Shotgun set. You got to believe they're throwing here. He drops back, looking for a man. He's got a man deep, but it is picked off. Great defense by the defenders. There is hope if you are a Defenders fan. Great defense by Kevin Lane. Wow. Kevin Lane with the stop. Let me see it in a replay here. I might get a better look at it. Phillips was running a POCO. We call that a POCO. It is a post corner route. I think Kevin Lane one-handed that. Man, I don't know what's on. There's definitely some stickum on those gloves if he one-handed that, guys. To one-hand that in the pouring rain as a cornerback, great job. Great job by Kevin Lane. Cardell Jones has got to get some points here. His defense has helped him out here. He's got to get some points. There's no excuse here. At least 3. Again, to make this a 1-possession game, it is a toss play to Pittman. Pittman is met right at the line. Whew. Right at the line. Great stop. Blair and company were in on that stop. 15 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. We are steadily approaching the 4th. This is the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network. What a game we have in primetime.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that'll do it for the 3rd, folks. The defenders have yet to score any points. They are trailing the Roughnecks 10 to nothing. And as I always say, throw those 4s up, throw them up, throw them up, throw them up. Great shot of Beniquez Brown, who's done a great job today as an outside linebacker for the Roughnecks. They have shut out the defenders so far this game. Defenders had a great game last week, and this week they can't even get on the board. Can you blame the rain? Can you not? Again, like I said earlier, they're playing both the defense and the rain. But both teams are playing the rain, so you can't say that is the sole reason why they're not having a great game today. Houston has done well defensively. But DC's had opportunities, just like now, just like that interception. They've had opportunities to make some scores here. It is a empty set. He's under center. He drops back, sees a man on the out route, completes the pass. He cuts upfield, runs over a man. Talk about some offensive shoulder love. Barry on the snag. Maybe they need more Barry in their life. Does he step out of bounds there? Is the Houston coaching staff going to challenge it? I'm looking at his feet there. Our truck cuts away. You know what? Truck, all week this week, man. You guys have been cutting out early. Not giving me replays when I asked for it. We're gonna have some words after this game. You're gonna see me outside. Offset eye. Cardell Jones does a quick drop step, evades a sack, but he seems to be flustered a bit. I mean, this Houston Roughnecks D-line they're no slouches. You got to believe that he is feeling the pressure. I mean, he did a little quick duck move to kind of roll out and get away. He had some time. He could have.
Man, we need more out of you. Where you been today? Don't worry, man. I'm gonna get it turned around.
And just like that, his teammates are talking to him like, "Hey, man, time to shape up. We need you, bro. We need you, Cardell." He had some time. He could have looked. He made an errant throw again. Lots of inaccurate passes from Cardell today. There's a snap. It is swung out to Pittman. Maybe Pittman was just trying to tell the man, give me the ball. So, hey, the play was called for Pittman. He picks up 3. 3rd and 7. I consider that 3rd and long. Some people call that 3rd and medium. That's a 3rd and long to me. Anything past 5 or 6 yards is long. They're going to need Cardell to step up again. They are in an empty set, but Cardell is under center as opposed to the gun. I'm expecting a big 5-step drop. He is hit as he thrown, but he completes the pass, and Barry is open. Can he? Oh, he is tackled down from behind. That is a big, big throw. Cardell was hit as he's thrown. He was hit low. He fell forward. Great throw there. I hope they show that part of it. They're focused on Barry here. On a post pattern. Great pass, but Cardell was hit. He was hit hard, man. And he was hit low, which is always scary for a quarterback. Great snag by Barry. Picks up a 1st down. That is a play that the defenders needed. DC fans, rejoice. You are in the red zone. Can you get 6 here? Let's watch. Cardell is in the gun. He's got Pittman flanked to his left. Switching up the play. I like this. Cardell is not shy to switch it up if he sees something he likes. He's getting a little pressure. I don't think he saw him. I don't know how. It wasn't his blind side. It was straight up in his grill. Down goes Cardell Jones. Elvin Bethea with a stop here. It's tough. It's tough when Cardell has had opportunities. He's made some good plays. He's made some bad throws, but something like you've got to notice it. You noticed it last time and rolled out and made a quick throw. You've got to see that the pressure is coming down on you. Nonetheless, here he goes. Steps up in the pocket. Sidearms this one. I thought it was caught, but it is not. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 18. What looked like it was going to be an opportunity for 6. Looks like it might just be 3 here. 3rd and 18. What does Cardell and company have in their playbook for a play like this? I used to coach Pop Warner football. We called it AYF where I'm from. And our playbook thins out when it's 3rd and long. I'll tell you that right now. I used to coach 12 to 14-year-olds, and there's not that many pass plays you have in your book to begin with. It's an empty set. He is looking downfield. It is caught for 6. Touchdown, defenders. We have a game, ladies and gentlemen. That was a big throw. You know, Cardell has made some bad ones, but that was a big throw to get them on the board. And instead of just 3, wow, great ball. Great ball by Cardell. He put it on his back shoulder where only he can catch it. The Houston Roughnecks defender played the ball out of position. Barry with the snag. Barry with 6. Touchdown defenders. If the kicker can stay on his feet here, because we saw what happened earlier, we are looking at a 3-point ball game with just 7.5 to go. We've got a game, guys. Kick is up. Kick is good. 7.5 to go. It's a 3-point game. Now it's a game, guys. Now it's this. I love saying that when it was a 2-possession game, you're like, it's not looking good for the defenders, but now it's a game. It's a 3-point joint. Defenders got to play some great defense here. They've been playing good because by now, oh man, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing because that's going to be a tough break for the defenders. But I'm sorry. I'm a kid at heart. I see somebody fall. I'm going to chuckle. These kickers got to get better cleats. XFL, Vince, listen to me, man. You've got to get these kickers better cleats. They can't keep falling on their butts. It's entertaining football, don't get me wrong. But knowing Vince McMahon, he's probably going to be like, get him shorter cleats so I can see guys fall more often in the rain. Shotgun set, trip formation to the top of your screen. We've got Chambers flanked to the right. He goes out on a swing. Chambers gets the ball. He powers up, tries a spin move. I wouldn't try a spin with 2 defenders barreling down on you. But hey, nonetheless, 8-yard gain. P.J. Walker's having a hell of a game. 264 yards. He's got 1 pick. It was a tough break for them. But hey, he doesn't get the first down there. But 2nd and 2 is not bad. Not bad at all. I formation for the Roughnecks. Maybe they're just going to try and get the first down here. We got a penalty on the play. Hopefully it works out for the Roughnecks because the defenders absolutely blew that play up. And I think Chambers is down. This is not looking good. This is not looking good, guys. Chambers is down. The Roughnecks look concerned. What happened here? Oh, big hit. Big hit. Wow, that was a big hit from James Hakeem. He absolutely laid the wood on that one, but where's the penalty?
Offsides, number 95, defense.
So bittersweet for the defenders. Oh man, it was a bittersweet moment there. The defenders made a great play, but it was an offsides. Great opportunity for the Roughnecks. They got the first down, but they have lost their starting running back. He is out for now. Adam Bennett is in the backfield. He is the backup. He is stayed back to block. The Roughnecks find P.J. Walker for another big gain. They find P.J. Walker. They find Cam Phillips for another big gain. Just like that, the Roughnecks are in defender territory. P.J. was standing tall in that pocket. Look at that throw. Perfect spiral, cutting through the raindrops. Cam Phillips with another reception. He has absolutely shredded the defender's secondary. As we're getting closer to the halfway point, towards the end of this game, Cam Phillips has to be over or near 200 yards receiving today. We are in a shotgun set. We've got the backs flared to the right and left. It looks like the fullback, or is that? I can't tell if that's Bennett or not. I haven't seen a lot of Bennett this year. It could be Bennett. I couldn't tell you. It's hard for me to tell. I knew it was Chambers because he was the starting running back, but he picks up a gain of 1. Not so bad so far. It is 2nd and 9 at the DC 12. Another handoff to the running back. He's got some room. He gets a good block. Touchdown, Roughnecks. That should be Roman Chambers' touchdown, but I like the fact that the Roughnecks decided to run the ball. Adam Bennett, great run, fantastic block by his fullback Joe Darce. Let's watch it here. He bodies the defender. Even the ref fell watching that. 17-7 game. That might be the nail in the coffin, but there is plenty of time left on the clock. Cardell is going to have another good drive to keep close. Wow, what a game, guys. The kick is up, and the kick is good. It looks like it was almost going to be blocked, but nonetheless, 17-7 game. The Houston Roughnecks have a 10-point lead. Fantastic job so far by the Roughnecks to play in this pouring rain. I mean, look at the field. You can't even see the Roughnecks logo anymore. All I see is brown. You got some green where the numbers are, but in the trenches, it is nothing but mud. Roughnecks kick it away. It is picked up around the 4-yard line by the defenders. They bring it out to the 26-yard line where he is wrestled down. 1st and 10. The defenders' offense need to get a score here. Willie Washington is giving him decent field position. Cardell and Pittman and Barry and Neufeld and Carpenter, they need to wake up. They've got to look alive here. If they don't score here and the Roughnecks have a chance to put more points on the board, this one will be over. There's the snap. Pass to what looks like the fullback. He fumbles the ball. That's not good. Who gets on it? The Roughnecks pick it up. They are heading downfield. We have a defensive touchdown, folks. Wow. I did not see that coming. That might do it. That might do it. Touchdown, Roughnecks by the defense. Brandon Griffin with the scoop and score. The pass went to Carpenter, I believe. He fumbles the ball. I can't tell. I think it was Carpenter. He fumbles the ball. Scooped up by the starting corner, Brandon Griffin. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't by Brandon Griffin. They showed the Brandon Griffin graphic. He was the one who popped the ball loose. The defensive lineman for the Roughnecks picks up the ball and chugs his way into the end zone for 6. That's a turn of events right there. I did not see that coming. What a play by the Roughneck defense. And hey, they say defense wins championships. They also win ball games. It is now a 23-7 game. Wow, it's insane. There's the kick. It is up. It is good. The Roughnecks lead 24-7. You cannot say it is over. You cannot. You can't. There's no way you can say it's over. But DC has a tougher hill to climb. You never know what could have happened on that drive. They might have scored there, but the weather, great defense by the Roughnecks. It's like a handicap match. What can you do when you've got two guys you're playing up against? You're playing up against the Roughnecks and the weather, like I've said before, and they did a good job of popping the ball loose and picking it up for a scoop and score. DC brings it back out to the 25-yard line. If I'm DC, you've got to strike fast. You've got to attack downfield. 1st and 10 here. I am trying to go downfield fast, more than 15 yards. If they hand this ball off to Pittman, they're doing it all wrong because you need to score now. DC's usually in control here. I mean, Cardell calling audible, looking at his receivers, letting them know, hey, man, we're running something different. It's a quick drop back. He swings it out to Carpenter again. Carpenter, hold on to that football. He does. Picks up a gain of 9. Nearly a first down. I mean, look at the comparison there. Even though PJ has thrown that one pick, PJ's been shredding that secondary of DC. While Cardell has been dinking and dunking. He went deep for his only score of the game. I believe he's went in the middle of the field a few times for about 12 to 15 yards, but here we go. I formation, toss to Pittman. Pittman gets met behind the line of scrimmage, but he powers forward as a second Roughneck defender wraps him up. 1st and 10, and DC knows that they need to go now. They're in a hurry-up offense. Another toss to Carpenter. Where's he going? He might have had more yards than just 4. Unfortunately, he does not pick up any more than that. 2nd and 6. Cardell's got to look downfield. You got to stop looking for your fullback. Of course he's open. He's all the way in the backfield. He swings it out to Pittman. Pittman gets wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5. Cardell, you've got to do something here. Cardell Jones, it's 3rd and 5. We've got 4 minutes to go and ticking. He's looking downfield. They all run hitches. He's got nowhere to go. That is what you call a coverage sack. 4th and 9. If you're playing hurry up, you got to believe that they're going to go for it here. Beniquez Brown with the sack. He's having a great day today. Fights right through the offensive line to wrap up Cardell and bring him down. We've got under 4 minutes to go. If they're punting this ball, it means you're conceding defeat. They are not. We've got trips to the bottom of your screen. Single back formation. That is Pittman. Cardell is switching the play up again. That man is real comfortable with his playbook. He is under center. 12 seconds on the play clock. There is the snap. He has dropped back. He sidearms it to Berry, who gets not enough yardage. And it is Houston ball at DC's 44-yard line. Darryl Green's one of the better corners in this league. He said, oh, you think you're going to get this first down? Not on my watch. And I've got to say now, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, guys. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. It's over. It's over. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. They are lined up in what looks like we are going to run it formation. I'm not sure if that's Green or Chambers. I did not get a report yet on, it looks like it's still Green. Did not get a report yet on Chambers. We might not this late in the game, but we'll keep a close eye on him. 2nd and 12 at the DC 46. Houston just has to milk it here. Get a couple first downs. Force DC to burn all their timeouts because the XFL and Last Life Gaming Network shows it doesn't matter how far down you are. Every team feels like they still have a chance if they maximize their clock management. Holly has not been a big option for them today. It's been a whole lot of Cam Phillips, and it was Roman Chambers until he went down. Bennett was the running back to actually pick up the score. 3rd and 13 for the Roughnecks. They're just milking this clock at this point.
Third and 13.
Be ready for the double up.
Trips formation, it's a definite passing formation here. They could run the draw. They snap it with 2 on there, and they run it, but that lineman did not do a great job, and he is stopped in the backfield. 4th and 16. I don't think they are really worried about that play. 2-minute warning. They're going to punt it away. They're going to pin them deep, but DC has run out of time.
2-minute warning.
They've run out of time, and unfortunately, DC is going to fall. DC is going to fall to 4 and 3 and be at a 3-way tie for first place. I believe they hold the tiebreakers. They beat the Guardians, and I believe they beat the Battlehawks. So they will have still have the first place hold, but if they lose another game, they can drop down to 3rd and be right out of the playoffs. It's going to get real interesting in the East. While we have the time, allow me to cover with you next week's slate of games. To start off the week on Saturday at 2 p.m. in Washington, D.C., the Defenders, who you are watching on your screen, and you see their star quarterback, Cardell Jones, will take on the Tampa Bay Vipers, who picked up their 2nd win of the season over the Renegades. The New York Guardians and the St. Louis Battlehawks will do damage in the 2nd game of that Saturday night at 5 p.m. So those 2 games will most likely tell you who is going to be in first place and who is going to be in 2nd place and who will be the odd team out. DC has a good chance of being 5 and 3 as they are taking on the Tampa Bay Vipers, who are sitting at 2 and 5, while the Guardians and the Battlehawks, that'll be the game that determines who has the tiebreaker over each other. In the Sunday games, this is going to be a great one, a possible playoff matchup in Week 8 as Houston travels to LA to take on the Wildcats. Josh Johnson's been playing great football, and Houston has been Houston. The Wildcats have looked good so far since we've taken coverage of them in the Last Life Gaming Network. That'll be a 3 p.m. game on Sunday. And in the 6 o'clock game, Seattle travels to Dallas. A battle of lower tier teams, but Dallas has an outside chance of making the playoffs. Seattle has been virtually eliminated as Houston clinched the playoff spot earlier this week. Cardell Jones is back to pass. Another incomplete pass. It is 4th and 10. Again, we are just going through the motions here. Next week, XFL football, it'll change the landscape of the playoffs. I mean, I'm excited. I know you guys are excited. I can't wait for next week. This has been a fun week of football. We had a close game to start it off. We had a blowout to end off the Saturday night games. We had a 12-9 field goal fest, and we had this game, a battle between first place teams, with the weather being the element of surprise for each team. Cardell drops back. He almost gets it to his man, but again, great defense. Houston takes over in DC territory. I don't believe they're going to try and put the foot on their neck. They've done enough so far. This game, again, is over. I believe they're just going to run the clock out. Now, if DC decides to start calling timeouts, then I won't blame them when they try to put up more scores. It is 24-7. The Roughnecks lead the DC Defenders with 1:36 to go. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the feedback. Everything, constructive criticism is taken as well. There is the handoff to Green. I still have not heard from Chambers. I might have missed it while I was covering the next week's slate of games. Now, DC just called the timeout. They're down 17 with 1:30 to go. If I'm the Roughnecks coaching staff, I'm saying, you know what, screw it. They don't want this game to end quickly. I'm going to try and get another score. Because it is borderline disrespectful to try and call timeout, try and stop the clock when you're down 17 with a minute and a half to go. This game is over, and they know it. I formation. Whoa! Oh, but PJ gets loose. Whoa. The DC Defenders defensive lineman, he was in there quick. I don't know. There must have been a breakdown. Maybe the lineman slipped out of the block. But PJ had a man all over his back. He shrugged him off, tried to get away, still lost a yard. Listen, if PJ Walker is not the front runner for MVP in this league, you got to be kidding me. The man has played a hell of a game in the rain today, slinging the ball for over 300 yards. There's the snap. It looks like after that play, they decided to put in their backup. Another timeout from the defenders. That's their last one. I'm putting up 3 here at least. I'm kicking the ball, man. I'm gonna get this game to a 20-point lead. It should have been over, but since you want to call timeouts, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna kick it now. So I don't believe PJ got hurt on that play. They didn't show that he was down and out on the play. I think it was just smart of the Roughnecks to be like, you know what? If something like that's gonna happen, let's pull PJ. We've got to have him for the rest of the year. He is one of the key reasons why we are undefeated. Why we are now sitting at the end of this game 7-0. So let's pull him out. There's no need for him to stay in this game. The kick is up. The kick is good. It is a 20-point game. And if you didn't think the game was over, it is over now, 27-7. DC will get the ball back with 1:20 to go. They will have no timeouts. Maybe Cardell can get some garbage time here, or maybe they will put in their backup Jay McDaniel. I mean, at this point, there's no need for the defenders to even have any of their starters on the field, but I am not the head coach here. The kick is up. It is received at about the 5-yard line by Washington, who powers his way to the 27. We've got 1:16 left in this game. Again, I want to thank everybody who's taken the time out to watch this stream. Thank you again for coming back every week to watch this. Please like and subscribe to the Last Life Gaming Network. Turn on your notifications so you know exactly when we go live. We are following the exact schedule of the XFL season that was cut short by the coronavirus pandemic. Cardell Jones is back to pass. He finds a man on the out route, and he can't even hold on to the ball. That has been the story of the game for DC. They've had some opportunities, but just like Albright wasn't able to catch the ball there as he's running back to the huddle shaking his head, DC has not been able to capitalize, and they see themselves down 20. I thought this was going to be a closer game. Cardell's got a QBR of 74.9. He's played a decent game, but he has barely gotten support from the rest of his team. His defense led up 27 points. I mean, they've had some short field to deal with. Nonetheless, 1 minute to go in this game. He completes the ball across the middle for a gain of 5. 3rd and 5 for DC. You've got 1 minute to go in the game. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Pittman in the backfield. Cardell snaps it. He is looking downfield. He is standing tall in the pocket. Sacked from behind. You've got to be able to feel that, man. You've got to be able to feel that pressure is looming. 3 seconds usually. That is the rule of thumb. 3 seconds before you got to get rid of that ball. As the clock ticks to 30 seconds here. Oh, looks like we got a Roughnecks defender. The flag is down on the field. He tries to go downfield to his receiver. It is deflected away. The Houston crowd must have seen that there was a flag. Let's see what the referees call.
Neutral zone infraction, number 94. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 4th down.
This one is over, folks. I wish there was more I could talk about. I covered next week's slate of games. Great job by the Roughnecks. They remain undefeated. Is anybody going to be able to stop that train? I think LA has the best chance of doing that. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They're on the positive side of the playoffs. Ooh, that was nearly picked off there. They have been playing inspiring football. I mean, I love watching the Wildcats play. That Wildcats Roughnecks game is definitely the game to watch next week, as well as the 2 East Coast games. The Vipers taking on the Defenders and the Battlehawks going up against the Guardians. All of those games have playoff implications. It will shift the landscape of the Eastern Division. And I think, in my opinion, we're going to have DC pick up the win against Tampa. And we will have the Battlehawks defeating the Guardians. And we will have DC and St. Louis at 1 and 2 in the division standings as we'll go into week 9. PJ Walker downs the ball, and that'll do it. What a game. What a game. Fantastic job by the Roughnecks. This one is over. The Roughnecks defeat the Defenders 27-7. Although it was a 20-point game, the Defenders did not quit. They played well. As you'll see here, they didn't play well enough. They played good, not well enough to get the win. Enjoy the post-game show.
Over beats, baby.
Your player of the game, I mean, what did you expect? Cam Phillips, 11 catches, 254 yards, 1 touchdown. He is still leading the league in receptions and yards. The man is an absolute beast. The combination of PJ and Cam has not been stopped all year. The Roughnecks are now 7-0. We will see you next week as those same Defenders will look to remain in first place and break the tiebreaker against the Tampa Bay Vipers. We'll see you then. Thank you for watching the XFL on the Last Life Gaming Network.